Alright, so a bit of help with 7G here. So more arithmetic sequences and geometric sequences and series. Let's see how we go. An arithmetic and a geometric sequence both have a first term of 1. So I'm going to go with the arithmetic. So just sort your working out a little bit. So U1 equals 1, and because I've got to do a geometric, you could even swap the colour of your pens, but it's going to be too much effort for me to do that here. So I'm just going to call T1 the first term of the geometric. So U is what they use in the book generally. Used to be a lot of books use T, so I'm going to use T for geometric. Why not? Their second terms are equal. So U2, which is 1 plus D, and T2, which is 1 multiplied by R, which is, of course, just R. The 14th term of the arithmetic sequence, so here we go, U14, which is 1 plus 13D, remember n minus 1 times D. So the 14th term of the arithmetic sequence is 3 times the third term of the geometric sequence. So the third term of the geometric is R squared, and we have to write those in equations now, and then find U20, which we're not sure about, and T20, which we're not sure about for now. But we can go ahead and figure these out because we've got simultaneous equations here. We must be able to do something. So the first one is that their second terms are equal. So 1 plus D is equal to R. So this is second terms being equal. 1 plus D equals R. That looks like a prime candidate for a bit of substitution. What's the other equation, though, that we need? So there's my first equation. Let's label that equation 1. Equation 2, the 14th term is 3 times. So 1 plus 13D is equal to 3R squared. Okay, well, R I'm going to replace with 1 plus D, and this is going to become pretty easy. So I've got 1 plus 13D equals 3, 1 plus D all squared. A bit of quadratic. Too easy for guys like you, nearing the end of school, getting excited I hope. Plus D squared, you now never mess that up, you always expand that correctly now, it's so good. 1 plus 13D, 3 plus 6D, plus 3D squared, set it equal to 0, my D squared's on the right, so I'm going to get everything over there, so this is going to be 3D squared, 6D, take away 13D is negative 7D, and 3 minus 1 is 2. Could end up with negative 7, that should be pretty easy, you can probably see it already. I'm going to have 3D take 1, D minus 2, that's going to give me negative 6D minus 1 is negative 7D, that's pretty good. So we've got 2 values for D. D is equal to 1/3, or D equals 2. What does that mean? If D equals 1/3, that gives me R equaling 1 plus 1/3 to be 4/3. And if D is equal to 2, that gives me a ratio of 3. Can they both be correct? We better actually check and make sure that they work nicely. So, would I end up with the right values? So using D equals 1/3, 1 plus 13/3 would be 16/3. So U14 would be 16 over 3. And if I do, that's got to be, 14th term needs to be 3 times the third term. So it's going to be, does that equal 3 multiplied by 4 over 3 squared? 3 times the third term, that's third term, so 3 by 16 over 9. 3 16s, 48 over 9. Divide 48 over 9. 3 goes into both of them, 16 over 3. They're going to be the same thing, so that works. So the first ones work for that second equation, and 1 plus D, is that equal to R? Well, we use that to get the answer, so of course it is. What about 2 and 3? We know that 1 plus 2 equals 3, and r is 3, so that would work. So if we do that, checking again for the second set of coordinates, so 1 plus 13 times 2, 26 plus 1 would be 27. Do I get the same thing when I go r equals 3, and I go 3 times r squared? Well, it's 3 times 3 squared, which is 3 cubed, which is 27. So we've got 2 possible sets of values there. Find the 20th term of each sequence. So we've got 2 scenarios. If d equals 1/3 and r equals 4/3, u20, which is the one I want to find for that, is going to be 1 plus 19 times d. So 1 plus 19 times 1/3. U20 would be 19 plus 3 is 20, 21, 22 over 3. And T20, yeah, that's what we want. T20 is going to be pretty ugly, isn't it? It's going to be 4 over 3 to the 19, and I'm not going to work that out. We can assume we can do that. If we're going with the other values, so if d equals 2 and r equals 3, what am I going to get? U20, it's the same structure. It's going to be 1 plus 19 times 2. U20 will be 39. T20 is going to be 3 to the power of 19, which is going to be a pretty enormous number. Alright, I hope that helps with that one. A little bit tricky, but not too bad. I will be making some others shortly. Cheers.